Ladies and gentlemen, this is a mixed martial arts bout, and it's scheduled for 3 rounds in the Shamrock FC lightweight division. Introducing to you first, on my right, fighting tonight, out of the FM Roofing blue corner, a mixed martial artist. This man 6 feet tall. He weighed in at 153 pounds. Fighting out of St. Louis, Missouri, Eric Carrera. And his opponent across the cage tonight, fighting out of the First Form red corner. This mixed martial artist stands 6 feet tall. He weighed in at 154.8 pounds. Fighting out of House Springs, Missouri, ladies and gentlemen, Ernest Bulls.
Referee Dwayne Bess has the call for this contest.
Jeremy, this is an old school St. Louis matchup between two veteran gyms.
Yes. Finney's MMA taking on St. Charles MMA, just like the old days.
If you've been in this city for any amount of time, then you know that this is about as foundational as it gets.
Eric Carrera in the red, in the blue tape. Ernest Bolt in the red.
Yeah, I mean, Carrera coming forward, lots of aggression, obviously not backing down at all, you know. Bolt looks like he's trying to attack that neck, but you know, Carrera doing a good job just putting on the pressure, trying to pass. He's got to watch the up kick here, kick to the knees.
Both of these gyms have high-level Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu programs.
Oh, it looks like Carrera's trying to get into some sort of leg entanglement. I'm guessing he wants to either go for like a heel hook or something to, you know, create that. But
gets that snap down, bringing it back down to the mat.
Yeah, right back to wrestling here. Up Kimura lock up there. He has to be careful.
Now Bolt taking the back.
Yeah, you know.
Oh, Carrera trying to fight for that Kimura.
Yeah, Bolt has the back, but, you know, Carrera is attacking that Kimura, and you have to be careful. He might finish that. Oh,
what a move by Bolt.
He could turn that into a back take. He could turn that into an arm bar.
There's the arm bar. Can he finish?
You know, it's still early. Let's see if he's able to wiggle out of here.
Oh, big shot.
Let's see.
St. Louis, let him hear you!
Bolt is now in side control here. Good job by Carrera getting right back to, you know, half guard here. That was deep, Jeremy.
Very, very deep. Ernest Bolt surviving. Now Bolt trying to get that snap down himself, trying to control.
Yeah, right.
Looking for the takedown, holding on to that body lock.
Let's see. It looks like, you know, I think Bolt's going to try to, you know, Carrera's going to try to scoot Bolt off the cage here. Get this takedown pass right into half guard here.
Now looking
side
for
control.
Looking for the guillotine.
That's tight. That is tight.
But it's one-armed.
You know, it's
1 minute remaining in the round.
Also, he is doing that from half guard. If Carrera is able to continue to pass into side control, he's not going to have the leverage.
Nice move by Carrera to end up on top inside control. Now steps over into mount.
Yeah, great job by Carrera switching directions, circling to his left, and then going right into mount here. Just a lot of back and forth between these two. Carrera picking his shots.
Relaxing now.
You know, and again,
30 seconds remaining in the round. St. Louis, let him hear ya!
Obviously, we have 26 seconds left. This is not a quick stoppage.
Big knee to the body.
He's facing a lot of adversity in this fight.
He has now went longer.
Carrera's going for the triangle. Carrera's going for the triangle.
Big hammer fist there out of Bolt.
Good job by Bolt.
This is now longer than Ernest Bolt has spent in the cage over both of his fights.
You know, that was a crazy round. You know, I think I gotta give that round to Carrera. I think he was just a little bit more dominant, a little bit more aggressive.
Shamrock FC 346 really is sponsored in part by FM Roofing.
This is really
a local, family-owned business offering commercial and
Finney's
residential roofing services in St. Louis and the surrounding areas. They are proud members of the National Roofing Contractors Association. Call FM Roofing for all your home improvements and a free inspection.
Again, look at this armbar.
Round
it is
2
deep and
of
it
a
is
scheduled
tight.
3 coming
Bolt
up next.
surviving, using that strength, trying to just turn that elbow just enough.
Yeah, and that was just pure grit by Bolt to defend that armbar by Carrera. Carrera had a very nasty Kimura. He transitioned that into that armbar, and then that's just the craftiness of Bolt to defend that and get out. Let's see how Bolt responds. This is the first time he's been in the second round. Obviously a big confidence boost by Carrera. He says, I'm here, I'm not backing down.
Both of these guys looking very fresh.
Quick touch of the gloves. Nice inside leg kick there by Bolt.
Oh, both going for the knee at the same time. 8-1 low.
Yeah, Carrera knew it. That was just a little bit low.
Both straight up the wickets.
Not intentional. These things happen. Bolt will have 5 minutes to recover here. Let's take as much time as he needs.
But we still have a great amount of fights tonight as our co-main event, a kickboxing bout between Austin Midkiff and Matt Tinker. We said it in the beginning. Austin Midkiff is always used to fighting people who are much taller than he is, or much shorter than he is. This tonight, Matt Tinker is actually taller. What is it like to play the game against somebody who is your height or bigger?
It's going to change. It's going to change the whole strategy for Austin, right? He's going to have to get inside. Try to nullify that reach that Matt has, and work the body. That's going to be his best bet.
Back into the action.
All right, right back into it. Inside leg kick there by Bolt. Again, Bolt obviously, a little bit more cautious than when he came out the first round. I think he realizes that, he has a fight on his hands with Carrera.
Yeah, this has been a back-and-forth battle.
Carrera looks very confident there. Hold his hands kind of low.
Oh!
Nice jab. Lost the mouthpiece.
Bolt almost caught it.
Yeah, almost caught it.
And to show the veteran status, Carrera didn't punch him in the mouth.
No, yeah, Carrera did a good job just staying composed.
Controlling your weapons
Fight
is
awareness.
what they talk about.
Yeah. Bolt ate a nice jab there. Both these guys are feeling each other out. Bolt needs to be careful.
Huge shot there.
He rushed in there, kind of wung it, didn't really set up those shots. You have to be careful. Nice double leg takedown there by Bolt. He just committed to that. He's here in half guard. He's gonna look to use the cage.
Now, Bolt doing a good job here in his corner.
90 seconds elapsed. 90 seconds remaining.
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt Lucas Lopes talking him through the position.
Yeah, good job by Bolt. He's maintaining this position in half guard, landing some good shots. You see Carrera sliding that top knee in, creating a knee shield, trying to create some space, defend himself.
Look at it now, another one.
He kind of got an omoplata there almost. It looked like a straight armbar, but just with that position that wasn't
now
an
Bolt
armbar.
rolling up, taking his back. Again, Jake Robertson, Jimmy Donahue talking through what Carrera needs to do to defend. You're getting that 2-on-1 and starting to pull down.
Yeah, good job by Carrera getting the 2-on-1, trying to take that down. But you can see the choking arm, sinking underneath
tight.
the chin. That's getting very deep. He's
but
underneath
he pulls
the neck
that
there.
arm away.
Yeah, Carrera, and that's it.
What a
Good job.
fight.
Good job by Bolt to pull it out, He had to go through a lot of adversity. First time he's been out of the first round, he was able to get to the back and finish the rear naked choke.
A very tough test for Ernest Bolt. But that's how you grow as a fighter. You've got to take the tough fights.
Yeah, it feels good to get those first round stoppages, but it's fights like these that make you better.
Let's take a look here at our instant replay again. As we see that crank down, look at the face there on Carrera.
Yeah, Eric Carrera did a good job trying to defend. He was attacking the arms, but the arm got underneath the chin there. It was on the throat, and it was just too much. He had to tap. Good job by Bolt. Both these fighters are just warriors.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear a round of applause for both of these fighters. This contest has come to a close at 2 minutes 22 seconds of round number 2. Your winner by submission due to a rear naked choke, Ernest Bull.
What a test for Ernest Bolt, and he answered tonight here in the Shamrock FC cage.
A lot of respect between these two fighters. Toughest test today for Ernest Bolt, and he passed the test.